So my sweater, I think it's about 90% done. And I'm happy that it's done, but there is still more work to be done. The weaving in of the ends, the cleaning it up, noticing all of the errors or the changes in the pattern versus, well, changes in the final outcome versus the pattern, and on and on and on. And even though, this is a pretty good piece of work, I must say, what I realize is that even though I've done all of this, which I'm pretty proud of, the last bit of it that's still outstanding is what will make or break this sweater. And that to me is so telling, right? You can do a whole bunch of work. You can be excellent up to a point. But if you don't finish, it means nothing. What's the point? Oh man, somebody with a crappier, someone with a crappier design or a crappier body of work, if I'm trivializing it, as long as they finish, it's amazing, right? Yeah, I'm just checking because for some reason I thought I had slipped or dropped a stitch off of this. And I would hate to have come this far only to have it drop. So I'm taking these off because I need to do a closing stitch for the underarm sometime soon. And for some reason I thought I dropped something, but thank goodness I did not. So I am prepping for when I actually, oh man, this is gonna suck. When I actually do that. See how, maybe I can just slip them all the way through and hopefully I didn't miss one and then be okay. But yeah, that pretty much is something I've come to realize, because as much as I want to finish this right now, I really just can't say I'm done, because even though it looks great, I'm not done. So let it be a lesson just in life anyway, that it's not how you start and how far you get, it's are you gonna finish, right? And I was saying that there are so many, this is a long one. I was saying that there are so many different telling lessons that are adjacent to life when it comes to knitting. So yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what happened in here, and I'm kind of scared to look, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to, oh, okay, this is where it is. So I just have to pull this stitch in, and I'll probably utilize that to weave in my ends. Do I have enough, long enough? Yeah, perfect. So I can use this for my Kitchener stitch. All right, I'm not worried about that anymore. So yeah, I was thinking that it doesn't make sense me stopping now, because nobody's going to say, oh, this is such a great sweater, let me wear it. They're going to be like, oh, you started off so good, but you didn't finish, right? So let that be a lesson to you. Another parallel for knitting and life. That you should start, or if you commit to something, it's not done until it's done. No matter how nice it looks in the process, it's not done until it's done. And yeah, I like the fact that I have learned or had an epiphany about that lesson. If you're wondering what these are stitch holders. When I was knitting this at first, it was recommended to me that I put them on markers because it makes it easier to maneuver around as you knit the yoke. But now that I've completed that, I'm putting them on the stitch holders because I am going to have to close up this hole, and it's going to be challenging to do so on stitch markers versus these actual stitch holders. So anyway, I'm going to save it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to save this for later, and I'm actually pretty glad that I have this here. You know, there were some good realizations coming out of this, and I'll probably talk about that once this is all said and done. So for those who want tips and tricks for knitting a yoke sweater in the future, you guys can take this as lessons learned. I'm only going to do one side at a time, plus maybe I should just take out the other, but I think I only have one more stitch holder in my notions bag. As you knit more, your bag is going to get filled up with so many different essential things to help you as you go through your different knitting patterns. And I think that for me, I need one more. Oh, I do have, yay! Stitch holders. Oops, did I just hit my camera? Stitch holders are very important to have as you go through this. But outside of that, you know, sometimes I think I'm going to take a little hiatus before I go on to my blankets, yay, because I've been knitting this for so long. And it's not because I'm a slow knitter. It's just because, like the young people say, life be lifing. And then I really wasn't that excited about, oh, this is not good. I really need this at the end. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. I started this back in 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I put it down. I made the baby blankets for my friends and all of that other stuff. And then I picked it back up, but I was doing it at my leisure until I just got tired and said, I'm gonna just not do it. And then I was convinced to finish it. So I wasn't excited to do anything, but now we're here, and I'm going to just take a little breather and just do something simpler, because I've been working on this project for, can you believe it? Don't judge me, a year. A whole, like last summer, I think I started working on this. I was looking back through my Instagram and I see that, yeah, this was on my timeline a while ago. I really started to aggressively look to finish this a couple of months ago, and I took out the bottom, like half of the bottom, twice, just because even though I don't think I'm ever going to wear this, and I joke about throwing it away all the time, even though I don't really intend to do anything much with it, I still want it to look good. And that's really just that on that. I'm gonna look to make something easier, but I think I'm also going to do that a little bit more slowly and be more relaxed, because it's the summertime now. It's warmer outside. Unless I knit with something like a bamboo or something else, most of the things are going to be a little warm. And yeah, I just don't want to feel warm. The summer's already, well, summer isn't here yet, but it's a little sticky and yucky outside, and I want to be as cool as possible. If I'm being quite frank about it, well, my name is not Frank, but you know what I mean. If I'm being frank about it. So now the finishing on this, I think in probably the next 2 weeks, I will completely be done with this. After I weave in the ends and then I clean it up, I got to find myself to one of those stores where, you know, like how they have the lint removers or whatever. Get something like that to clean up all of the evidence of life that is on this sweater. So that's just that. But anyway, what I am going to do now is work on the cast on for a test blanket that I am going to design. And I think that for now, this particular sweater is set up for me to start finishing it. I don't think I dropped or missed any stitches here. I don't think so. If I did, it would probably be visible when I pull on here. I'd start to see it unravel, but I don't see anything unraveling. So yeah, that's pretty good. And it's supposed to be 10 on each one of the stitch holders. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And I'm pulling and pulling. I don't see anything unraveling. So I think I did a good job with that. All right, so let me put that away.